Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is M. Aditya Hafiz. I am from class D of 60, and in this lovely day I will be presenting to you about my final task on the English subject. So, what I want to talk about today is maybe a news that everyone have heard before. So, yesterday, 30 if I could remember, it was 30th of July 2035. There was a huge earthquake that struck Russia. If I could recall, it was around 8.7 in magnitude. It was like one of the biggest earthquake that happened this year, and it really shook the entire world. Like the entire news are now talking about the earthquake, even in Indonesia. Nah, in Indo because of the huge magnitude of the earthquake, the news reached Indonesia, and many people in Indonesia are now cautious about what could potentially occur in Indonesia aftermath of this earthquake. So, you know, this earthquake being that big, it could still even affect Indonesia, which is like thousands of kilometers away. Now, first is I want to talk about there's something I saw in Instagram where people of Gorontalo was like evacuating their house, hearing the news about the earthquake and hearing that could be even a potential tsunami caused by this earthquake, even though this earthquake was like thousands of kilometers away. Now, this phenomena really like struck me and like tells me like an earthquake, even if it's like thousands of kilometers away, even if it's like so far away, if it's like if it's so huge or so, or like what can you say it like the magnitude is so big, it can even still affect many places outside of the epicenter. Like even in Indonesia there is potential tsunami warning, or even aftershock that could even reach Indonesia. And if I could remember, about again about the video that I talked about, which is the Gorontalo people, I really want to like take a look at them and appreciate, even though it's still like a probability, it's not 100% gonna struck the people of the tsunami is not gonna 100% struck the people of Gorontalo. It still appreciate them because they still take action about this thing. Like they just don't, like they take this thing seriously. They start evacuating and they start making early planning if the tsunami really gonna hit, and not just like thinking like, oh, this earthquake is too far, it won't reach us. Like why would we need to worry about this? So salute to the people of Gorontalo who still try to make an effort in evacuating and saving other people, even though the tsunami is not 100% gonna struck them, but still a really great effort of them in mitigating and finding a solution that to a problem that may or may not happen. Okay, that's one of the another big news that is happening currently the is in Raja Ampat. So if you guys been tuning into the news lately, there has been a huge mining site dug up in Raja Ampat. This mining site has destroyed many places in Raja Ampat and destroyed the ecosystem. Like almost half of Raja Ampat was swallowed by this mining site. Now, this really caught the attention of all the Indonesian people because you may know that Raja Ampat is like one of the most beautiful place in Indonesia, and it's a nature preserve area that is preserved by tons of government and national security. But how can a huge mining site, like really huge, there happen there and disrupt almost half of the ecosystem there? Now, I know that the news stated that underneath the land of Raja Ampat they're so rich of minerals and gold and many other precious minerals that can be used for people and for building or for infrastructure. But still, do you but still how far do you think people should get just to become more powerful or just to become more rich? Like they they doesn't care about the others, they doesn't care about what could be affected by their doing. Like all they could think of is how much profit I can gain from this and how much more rich I can be. Like all of that was thrown into the sideline, and yeah, they just did everything they want and ignoring all the cost that could happen. And also this mining site, like the destroying of the environment in Raja Ampat, can also lead to uh, climate change and also climate disaster. Like this one thing, this if if they really think that it's just a small place, it's just only uh, uh, a hectare or not that big, but they don't know that every about some effect that the littlest thing you can do can still affect anything in this world. So yeah, just because there's so many precious stuff underneath the Raja, but doesn't mean they are entitled to dug it up and destroy the environment and the ecosystem just so they can fulfill their needs and their riches. So I'm really opposed to the idea of the mining site in Raja Ampat, even though it could be beneficial to Indonesia, but I still think there's too many environmental damage and too many risks that could happen that could happen after this. So I think this is a really bad move from the government, and I think they should stop the mining site immediately if it still can be recovered. And another news that another news that is currently trending right now is near my hometown, which is in Sumatra. If you been tuning out to the news lately, there has been a forest fire that is currently starting in Sumatra. Now, if to people who are not from Sumatra or people who haven't been to Sumatra, I would like to tell you a small fact about Sumatra here. Because did you know that almost every year there is almost every there is almost definitely will happen a forest fire in once a month in every year, because there is there is this thing where people try to open more lands for farming or industrial reason, but they don't want to waste the time and money to clear out the land so they just instead burn it. Like they burn the land so it can be swallowed by the fire, and then it will be flattened out by the fire, and they can flatten the land easier now. And this thing almost happen in every this thing almost happen during summer. Because why? Because they can blame it they can blame it they can blame it to the climate. Like, oh, this is oh no, the fire start because of the summer season, it's not because us. Like it's almost happen every year, and every time that happen, the entire city or the entire island will be covered in smoke and covered in pollution, and even school can be stopped for like 2 weeks just because there's too much pollution happening. So yeah, I want people to know more about this thing, because it's almost happen every year. Every year it's happen. Every year they burn so many land, and every year it cause pollution and cover up the entire island. And this year also happening. There's been news that forest fire is starting in Riau and Sumatera Selatan, but yeah, it's not because of the current season we are having, but it's because the people are trying to open more land, and they trying to blame it because of the climate or the season. So I want people to know more about that, and I want people to know that this thing can be stopped, and it's not because of the nature, but it's because the greed of the people that want to offer more land without any work. So yeah, like that's that's just the current news that I've been following up about our state of the earth right now, our climate, and our environment. I hope people can also be updated to more about the news that is happening to our world, because every action we take can affect the future of ourselves and our world. So I want people to be more aware. I want people to know what they should do and know what they shouldn't do, so we can together preserve the beauty of our world. Thank you so much everyone for listening today, and thank you so much for Mr. Rista who has been teaching us this subject for about one semester. Let me close my presentation by saying wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.